I grew up playing Super Smash Bros. Melee, one of my favorite games of all time, just favorite video games of all time, okay? And right here, what we got is we're gonna be ranking every single one of these maps, and we're going to be placing all these maps on what I think they were great. I will say that some of these maps I'll probably be a little bit more biased than others just because of like how much I like them and memories I have on. I'm going to keep it honest. I don't remember the names of a lot of these maps, but I remember playing on them. And I know a lot of these maps kind of got brought back in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Melee was definitely good. It's super good to this day, even for competitions and stuff, which is absolutely absurdly crazy, but I really like it. Okay, anyway. I think this is like technically Final Destination or whatever. I think Final Destination, I'm going to have to rank it S tier. A great competitive map overall. I like how there's no factors of like the wind or whatever, like where we're going to see, or the cars and stuff like that affecting going into the map. It's just you and the other person duking it out. So great map there. It's a nice just competitive map for sure, and with no like added layers of like things that make it difficult, right? So definitely something that I'm gonna have to put in S tier. A lot of great competitions and stuff, and just whether it be an actual competition or you and your friends. Next up, we got like Captain Falcon's like track, essentially. This one was not too bad. The thing that I liked about it though, at the end of the day, was like being able to take the opponent and just like slam them into the road and the car would hit them. But if you were like timed it right and you got your jumps right and you could make it, that was also really cool. You could have really cool moments. But at the same time, as far as like a good fighting map, I'm gonna have to rank it C tier, because unless a really highlight moment happened, people were always too scared to fight because of the added layers of the external features of the map and the cars, and you know, you hit the road, you could die right away and everything like that. So definitely something that a lot of people didn't enjoy. I forgot the name of this map, but this is like Samus's map. Essentially the thing with this map is it would go down in lava a little bit, and then in Brawl I think they added a little bit more layers to it as well, to where it would like break. I know in this one it could break, but in like Brawl it was a little bit more hardcore as well. I'm gonna have to rank it D tier. Not a lot of people played this map. It definitely wasn't that great. I think what they did with it was kind of cool, but it just didn't play well. This is I can't remember. Is this Samus's other map essentially? Is that what it is? This map was not that great either. This map, I hardly ever remember playing it. I remember we would play it just to kind of change it up. Just be like, okay, we've already played every map, we'll play this map. But it kept like rotating around and was actually really annoying. This map was actually really cool. This is a good competitive map, but it's also really good for competitiveness, just in like more like a competitive casual kind of way. And actually, I dare say that it's probably the best. I think it's better. And then when they brought it back in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, it was like the only map my friends and I ever really played. Like these two were like the only maps ever played. It was really good. It played really well. I liked having just like one extra layer and then having that little top lane, so it was still part of one whole layer, but at the end of the day, it was still like one layer, so it was really cool, really good. This one was good for Master Hand. I'm gonna have to rank it A tier. The only reason is this is another good, really competitive map, and this is like where like really like pros and stuff really duked it out. The problem I had with this one was there was no getaway, and it was still fun. There was a lot, you could still go on the other side and stuff. It's fun not having the other layers in some ways, but you got to be like in your really try hard mode to enjoy the map. But it was really good, and you'll kind of see going forward, like I kind of like the maps like that. Mr. Game & Watch's map was I'm gonna have to rank D tier. Like I never hardly remember playing this map. It was again one of those maps we just hardly ever played. This map, you would think I would want to rank it up here because it's basically just the same map as this original one up here, but with like more detail and stuff. But honestly, I gotta say, like I'm gonna put it B tier because it was just kind of a copy paste, but it wasn't that great. Like it was just, I don't want to rank it high just because it was a copy paste. This was I can't remember his name. I want to say like Neo, but it wasn't Neo. I forgot the guy's name. It was like a boy, and he had like a yo-yo and everything. This map was okay. It was good for like the campaign missions and stuff, but ultimately at the end of the day, I didn't think too highly of it. This was Toon Link's map. Toon Link's map, again, I hardly ever remember playing him. I have to rank it D tier. The turtle came in, it was cool, and you could like, if you hit him just right or whatever, it might shoot him off and they'd die instantly. But again, not a map I normally played at. I know a lot of people would get stuck under this like little lip on the cement and it would wreck them. Never really played Yoshi's maps. This one's definitely high A tier for sure. I remember playing the living crap out of these 4 maps. That's all we played. Temple was great. I don't ever remember playing this map, and that's where this map's gonna go. And the water here, this was actually a lot like a Captain Falcon's map a little bit, except with the water instead of cars and not moving, of course. And again, it's just not a map a lot of people really, I remember playing. Like, I don't. Great campaign map here. Great added layer there. People just, and I think they tried to do what they did with Final Destination here or whatever, but they added a couple more layers and kind of kept them all in line. And I don't think it ever worked out. I don't remember having, like, aside from one campaign mission or whatever, I don't remember having any, like, memories or anything on it. Oh, this is where you unlock Luigi. Super hard. Hate it. Luigi was so great in that game. It was so ridiculous. But the map had a lot of moving parts to it ultimately, and I really don't think it was that good. I will rank it. I'm gonna rank it in C tier though. I think it was better than the maps that I just kind of passed, but it wasn't necessarily great either. I hardly ever remember playing Dr. Mario's. This was so complicated. Every time you jump, you would hit the blocks. It was just annoying. Another one of Captain Falcon's, it's like Final Destination, like a moving platform. It was like this map here, but it moved across the track instead of being with the race cars. And it was kind of cool in some aspects, but I'm gonna have to rank it like right alongside. It was just kind of boring too at the same time. Yoshi's map really sucked. The wind blew you, and it was just bad all the way around. It was just really annoying at the end of the day. I don't hardly ever remember playing this map. I literally remember playing it like maybe twice. I don't know. I just don't remember. This was Ness. That's what it is. Ness's map. Okay. This one, you could get hit by the cars like randomly and was just garbage. I don't remember people playing this map. I don't. I seriously only remember like 3 times playing this map. This map was like supposed to be really good, and I think it was supposed to be kind of like a predecessor to the original one I have up in S tier, but just didn't do it as well. And again, I think the racetrack better is. One of what's weird was like Temple was a really big map where you could run away a lot, but this map felt bigger in some regards and had more like pinpoint. A lot of moving parts, don't like it, crappy map. You would hit somebody for like a ton of damage, and instead of them shooting off and dying, they would like just get stuck in one of the Pokemon's like guts. This is another really competitive map with some added layers. A lot of people really enjoyed it. I'm gonna have to rank it at like B tier though, because ultimately like these maps are just kind of untouchable. Yeah, these maps are just untouchable. Don't ever remember playing this map. I don't even remember that map was a thing. This one was supposed to be like another view of the Foxes one, but it was not that good. And it's supposed to be like what, Falco? Not Falco. Yeah, Falco. His kind of like scenery and stuff, and I'm gonna have to rank it a little bit higher than these maps. It played on the angle instead of playing on the way this original one up here played, and so it was a lot different and it was a little bit more complicated. I don't think people enjoy. Don't remember ever playing that map. This next map up here, it really wasn't that good. It just wasn't. I remember playing on a couple times with Yoshi. You could get some good hits in, but unless you hit him off like far right or far left, you couldn't get a hit unless you knocked out all the blocks, and it had to be kind of timed. And it was good. It was like a good layer in that regard, but nothing like too spectacular. I'm gonna have to kind of rank it up here because like it was okay, but it's kind of better than the bad maps, but it wasn't necessarily. It was like not even mediocre though either. I literally don't remember that map. I honestly don't remember that map at all. These 2 last maps, I have no idea. I don't remember these 2 last maps at all in the slightest. I mean, I could almost put the Pokemon one in A tier. I kind of like it there. Kind of sits better with me.